Well, good evening, everybody. Brian Barrett here in the Rutherford Weather Center, giving you an update. It's just after 6:15, and the snow's falling. We've got snow here in Murfreesboro, Rutherford County, and really throughout a lot of Middle Tennessee right now. So let's jump into it. Let's get the latest model data here as well. But first things first, we will take a look here at the latest conditions overall. So let's pop in our radar. And as you can see, snow is falling right here in Murfreesboro. We'll find that right around the center of the screen. And then even over toward Harriman and Clinton, out in eastern, Middle Tennessee, over in the Cumberland Plateau area, and snow falling in Memphis. And if we broaden it out here a little bit, we can see deep moisture all the way back into Little Rock. So let me take this full screen, and you'll be able to see some of the photos that we've got coming in and some of the live streams. We're going to take you on a tour of that, and then just kind of let you know what's happening. So let's go to downtown Memphis at the UT Health Science Center in Memphis. Look at the snow. There's a car right there driving through the snow. Snow is covering the streets in downtown Memphis. As we pop on up to UT Martin on their campus, you can actually see the flakes flying here. Traffic moving along decently. In Jackson, we'll take a look at Madison County 911. Look at the snow. Snow is coming down. Now, a little closer to home. Let's go to Columbia. Murray County 911. Snow. You can probably see here the flakes flying. You can also see as well that the streets, look here at the streets, you can see the streets are doing okay so far. So good. That's going to change, right? That is definitely going to get worse before it gets better. Is that the saying? So let's pop on over into Rutherford County at our camera. That is atop the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office. And this picture, a little different. I guess you can see my little cursor here. Camera angle changed just a little bit, right in the center of the screen where I'm circling here with my cursor. That's the courthouse. And traffic moving along well. But you see how hazy it is here in the sky? That's because visibility is low because the flakes are flying. As we look at radar, we can see that definitely have snow covering all of the county here. Some of the deeper grays really indicate some heavier precipitation falling. Where we see the greens showing up here, that's even heavier snowfall. So we are beginning this winter storm. Here is Hohenwald. That's not that far away as the crow flies. And look, the streets are covered, parking lots covered. So more of this to come. Just to kind of give you the weather setup, if you joined us earlier today, we talked about that low out in the western states. Well, that low has now split. And see what we are dealing with here? Low and a low between Houston and New Orleans. This is the classic setup for winter weather for us. Because what happens as that low tracks, wherever that low tracks, let's say it's in this direction, it throws the moisture around, okay? And that moisture just continues to feed in around the low pressure. Classic setup for snow here for us in Tennessee. So let's take a look. Those are some of the storm spotters that are out when we click on that. So now we have what's going on in radar. Did think about checking just our National Weather Service radar. And as you can see, radar not really depicting a lot. It takes quite a bit on the high resolution reflectivity to show all of the precipitation that's falling to the ground. But let's go into our winter weather mode, and we can see some places where the heavier snow is flying. And that doesn't mean that it's not snowing everywhere. Our national radar showed us that just a second ago, and we've got ground truth of that by looking at some of the cameras. Okay, now to the models. Right now, the forecast is still on track for anywhere from 3 to 5 inches. That's the National Weather Service forecast. Higher totals in some places, and the models have been giving us generous amounts of precipitation to deal with here. So lots of moisture with this. Let's take a look at a couple of those models. These are our short-range models, and first of all, on the HRRR, the HRRR, and this is the, well, we're almost out with the very latest one, so it'll take us far enough out, I think, to kind of give us some type of idea. See where the heaviest snowfall comes through? This takes us through 10 a.m. tomorrow. That's just 10 a.m. tomorrow. Look at the heavy band right here along just north and south of I-40. It is showing some snowfall rates as we zoom in here a little closer to Rutherford County. This is taking it a little further to the north than we've seen in some previous models, but the deeper purple, that's anywhere from 7 to 8 inches. This is through 10 a.m. tomorrow now. And the blues that we have here, that's in the 4 to 5 inch range. So that's the HRRR. Let's take a look at the NAM. Run the NAM. Make sure that that's, yeah, run the NAM here. And look how those colors fill in. Now, again, I just want to preface, these are models. Is that exactly what we'll get? Probably not. But we do see that one model showed the heaviest swath anywhere from kind of Nashville to Smyrna and Laverne. This one showing it just a few miles further south, the heaviest swath right through the heart of Rutherford County. This is through 8 a.m. on Tuesday. So snow out of here by this point. So this gives us an idea of totals. And the purples, the deep purples, well, here we go. That's 10.5. The blues that we showed you before, that was like 6.5 to 7. That green shading, that's 12.5 inches of snow. From McMinnville to Sparta to Cookeville, right up into the Cumberland Plateau. And there's even a bullseye of 23 inches around Clinton. Does that mean we're going to get that much snow? I've never seen it. This is a lot of snow even for us, right? If this was the model and actually what fell. So the big takeaway from this is the snow is here. This is the real deal. This is a winter storm. Winter storm warning is in effect. I can go ahead and maybe pop that on here for you to let you take a look at our warnings as we have them. And there it is. Oh, that's our day 2. Pardon me. Still figuring out some of the buttons, and sometimes doing live here makes me question where they are. Let's go ahead and turn our radar off here so we can actually see our warnings begin to fill in. Not sure why it's, it's probably because I'm on single site here. No, there we go. Just took a second to load. So look at Tennessee. This is the state of Tennessee. Give you a rough outline. All right, here's the state of Tennessee. There are only the counties that are bordering in the mountain, and these are the areas that usually get the snowfall, right? Very far east Tennessee, there are winter weather advisories there, but almost the entire state of Tennessee under a winter storm warning. Winter storm warning means that we're going to have anywhere from 3 to 6. Now, this has updated just a little bit here this afternoon. Heavy snow possible. Total accumulations of 3 to 6 inches for most locations. This from the National Weather Service. 3 to 6 inches for most locations. Locally higher amounts up to 8 inches possible, some points south of I-40 and across the Cumberland Plateau. That matches up with that model that we saw just a moment ago. Now through 6 a.m. Tuesday, driving going to be very difficult as the snow continues to come down. Well, that is a quick update. It's real time now. What the winter storm is here. It's time for us to react to that. Stay warm. It's going to be brutally cold. The high temperature on Thursday is 39, and that's the warmest day until the 22nd, which is a week from tomorrow, Monday, because there's going to be another shot of cold weather that comes in Thursday, maybe bringing us an additional snowfall. But this is going to be a big snowfall, a high-impact event. So stay off the roads if you can, all of those things that you normally hear, right? Stay off the road, stay home. But it's very important with this system because this is a winter storm that is definitely dumping snow right now. We've seen it. Snow-covered roads in Memphis and Jackson, and it's getting closer here. It's snowing already. So we're just a few hours from having some travel impacts that could make it very difficult to get around. So follow us on our socials, on Facebook, as well as on X, Ruco Weather, R-U-C-O Weather. Spell out the word weather. That's also our YouTube channel, and if you would subscribe to that, you'll get alerts when we do updates. We're probably going to go more real time. We may put up the radar in just a few on the YouTube channel where you can just kind of keep a tab on the radar here for the next few hours and maybe pop up our camera at the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office to allow you to see that. And follow the socials. We'll be giving you some updates. It's really turning into are we reacting? How are things going in terms of road conditions and things of that nature? So it kind of goes from an event of preparing to here's the event and what's going on with that. I'd encourage you to follow us on WGNS Radio and on our stream. We'll have complete coverage of this and right here on Rutherford Weather as well. I'm Brian Barrett. Stay safe, stay warm, and, enjoy the snow. We haven't gotten a snow like this in quite some time, or at least what we think is going to be, and it's already started. So